Hello and welcome to Bell Curve Gaming, and today I'm bringing you a Hoopa-GX deck as per the challenge request that was sent to me by Anthony Hulford. So he's asked, can I build a Hoopa-GX deck that features Hoopa as the main attacker without using Tapu Koko? And that is a challenge that I've accepted. So starting with the Hoopa-GX, there's two attacks that we're really focused on. First of all, the Dark Strike for 3 Energy cards, 160. But he's got that annoying little thing where he can't use this on our next turn, which we'll sort out in a moment. Plus, he's got the Devilish Hands GX attack, which allows us to basically spread 180 damage to our opponent's GX Pokemon. So they're really the two attacks that we're focused on. First of all, let's talk about how this deck works, starting with getting this energy cost, because 3 energy cards, that's a lot. So what we're doing here to help with that is using a combination of Darkrai Prism Star with a Nightmare Star ability that when you play this from your hand to the bench, you can attach 2 Darkness energies from your hand to it as long as you've got them in your hand. We've also got Darkrai-GX, which if he's in our discard and we've got an energy in our discard as well, the restoration ability allows him to put himself onto the bench with a darkness energy. Once we've got that on, then we're using energy switches to get them over to our Hoopa and get our Hoopa up and rolling, hitting with a Dark Strike ability, hopefully softening down some GX Pokemon. But then we need to be able to Dark Strike on our next turn. Now to do that, we're going to use a little Silvally Dawn Wings combination. So Dawn Wings to invade and get him into the active, and then use Silvally to switch the Dawn Wings out with the Gyro Unit's ability to be able to then attack with the Hoopa with the Dark Strike on the next turn. And we're hopefully trying to soften up multiple GX Pokemon, so we might even use a Guzma in that combination as well there somewhere, so that way we can then get off our Devilish Hands GX and then take multiple KOs at once with the Hoopa. So that's really the combination that we're looking for. The rest here is just about setting up, so the Jirachis, the Acro Bikes to try and get things into the discard and speed up the deck, and yeah, that's the combination. Now before we get started, if you have a challenge that you would like to see, put it in the comments below. So, shall we begin? I think we shall. Hello Ash Michael, and welcome. Double Jirachi. I'm going second. I think we'll put both down. Why not? Double Zapdos versus Double Jirachi. I'm hoping you got some GX Pokemon, because Zapdos in and of itself could be an annoying little Tweety bird to have to deal with. Oh, there's Aurora. That could always be handy. Gonna have no shortage of energies in play soon. Yep. Worst thing is, I don't get any value out of having you on the bench for my Erikas. That's the worst thing about that play. Pikarom. Now you're in a good position to pull off a Pikarom turn 2. And I'm nearly in no position to pull much off, although you're filling your bench nicely for me. Yeah, and I reckon that's the aim here, is Pikarom turn 2. Which is a big concern. I know this helps you, but I need to Erika's and see what I'm playing with. So we've got Hoopa. I haven't got an Energy yet. Let's have a look at what's here. When the game wants to load. There we go. Guzma or an Energy? Thing is, I've got an Energy Switch. It's absolutely zero hope I've got of attacking this turn. Let's be honest. Absolutely zero hope. So the Nest Ball is going to go and set up Null. We'll get rid of here. I'm thinking a switch. We'll get rid of Ultra Ball. Go and get an Energy. So I can get an Energy onto the field. I'll Stellar Wish here. We can go and pull an Ultra Ball back if we wanted, but I need a guaranteed draw next turn, I think. I'm going to switch into this Jirachi. Stellar Wish again. Got a skateboard. And I've got draw in the hand, so we'll just pull in the skateboard for now. I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, I just have to assume that you've probably got the turn 2 Pikarom. That's what I'm going to be playing with. Which is extremely painful if you do. And the Viridian Forest does help you. This stage, maybe not. So you do have Jirachi down. And you're in a brilliant position at the moment. So we're going to go Jirachi down here. I need an Ultra Ball to be able to pull it off. Look at that. Jirachi's just like one Ultra Ball coming right up. So what I've got to do here is Ultra Ball first. So the Energy card attachment has to go down to you. The Ultra Ball. I'm going to get rid of Viridian Forest, I think, although that could be useful later. Do I get rid of my draw for next turn? Get rid of Viridian Forest. We've got to be aggressive in this. So we'll go and get Darkrai. We'll oust the Darkrai. We'll go and get an Energy. Bring Darkrai back. Get that Energy back. And we're now looking at an Energy Switch from Darkrai to the Hoopa. Looking at Silvally down. We're looking at a Guzma to this Pikarom. And we're looking at a nice Dark Strike. Softens him up nicely and gets him within range. And I'm probably attacking with Darkrai next. Electro Power. How many of these are you going to have? 2. Good, so Hoopa's going to survive. Hoopa's going to survive, so that's massive for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and get another Hoopa. No, we're going to get Dawn Wings. Nah, Hoopa first, Hoopa first. Because you're not surviving this next turn. So on to you, we're going to shuffle. Now we'll go and get ourselves our Dawn Wings. We'll thin it a little bit. And we're going to go with our Devilish Hands. That'll work out how many I need on you. And 160, 30. So that's 220. So 90 gets you, and then the rest can go into you. Get rid of that Pikarom in the background there. Get me 3 prize cards. Oh, luckily I got that Wishful Baton there. He does need Field Blower. If he does have Field Blower, it's going to hurt big time. So I'm thinking now, the play is to go after Zeraora. Got the Guzma in hand. I'm thinking that's the next play. Chuck the energies onto Darkrai if he KOs him. Assuming that he gets the KO. Please don't have Field Blower. Although you now need a way out of the active as well. You got a Guzma, so you can go after anyone in the back line. But that won't help you. Alright, so he's got Hoopa out. So I'd chuck these onto Darkrai. What I now do is use the Energy Switch, so chuck Jirachi into the active. That's the play here. So he's evened up the prize cards. When he wants to take his prize cards. He might have left. He might have actually left. I think I've got a huge ascendancy now though. This is just Energy attached to Hoopa, Energy switch to Hoopa. Guzma up Zeraora. Go and take that prize, couple of prize cards. Got 2 attackers ready to roll, and I just need to get rid of one of these little pesky birds. Yeah, I think he's gone, unfortunately. I think he has gone. His almighty Pikarom deck has just gone down to a little Hoopa deck. So energy attached to the Hoopa, energy switch between Darkrai and Hoopa here. We'll go and Stellar Wish, get some value out of this. We'll pull in another Guzma, why not? And we now Guzma out to the Zeraora, to my Hoopa here. And we now Dark Strike. Smash through Zeraora. Take 2 prize cards. And I don't think he's here, but we shall see. Yeah, he is still here. I was giving him a love heart on it. So he's still here. But I'm now in a position where I don't see how he's going to get this game. Because I've got 2 attackers ready to roll. And just need 1 prize card to go. So all he can do is really chip into Hoopa. He can get 1 more prize. He can take out Jirachi. Oh yeah, that would have been a thought. But I've got the counter to that already set. Doesn't realise I've got Guzma as well, but anyway, I've got all the counters in the world to that play. There's no way he's going to get up to this Silvally. Suppose there's a chance that he could have got into Tapu Koko GX and get a one-shot on anyone. But, like I said, I have the counter to this. Just invade. And retreat out to the Hoopa. And Dark Strike for that last prize card. Well, proved that you can beat Pikarom. There you go. There you go. Hello, the Ophilus, and welcome. Alright, Jirachi up front. Type Null down back. Do I want Dawn Wings down as well? I think so. I think that's what we do. Chuck Dawn Wings down as well. Leave it at that. Looks like it's going to be Charizard. That makes me a little bit sad. Kind of want to pull in another card now. Oh, not you guys though. Alright, well looks like Viridian Forest probably goes here. We're going to Ultra Ball, get rid of Guzma and Viridian Forest as much as I don't want to. And we'll go and get ourselves our Hoopa down. Chuck Hoopa down, chuck an NG onto you, chuck a Wishful Baton onto you, then Cynthia. Do I need any other pieces here? We'll wait till next turn. Let's see what happens. Pulling off the turn 2 attack's going to be tough. As it currently stands. Because I'd need an Energy Switch, I need another way to get another Energy into play. So we're probably looking at a turn 3 attack here. Given he's pulling Charizard in, he must have a rare candy ready to roll. With Flareon to boot. So, if I can't attack, I've got to keep Hoopa out of the action. It'll be interesting to see whether you use the beacon here. So you got rid of a Guzma for this. So if you use beacon, maybe I do bring Hoopa into the active. Maybe not, I don't know. You might not need to. So I dare say that Ninetales is coming, yeah. We keep Hoopa out of the active here. Keep him well and truly out of the active. I would love an Ultra Ball Jirachi. You can't get it to me. Got me the Energy Switch, which isn't any good to me. Can I make use of any of this? We can go and get... We'll go and get the Wishful Baton. Is what we're going to play out here. So we're going to Nest Ball down. Go and get me another Hoopa. Going to Wishful Baton to this Hoopa. We're going to chuck an energy onto you. We are going to now Erika's for 3. Yeah, because I have a lot of what I need for the next turn. We could have nearly attacked. Not quite. Which is a shame. I think we hold for the moment. Let him take the Jirachi. You can take him with just a Charmander. Hey, take him with Charizard. Gets a GX in play, that's good for me. Energy Recyclers. You have to have another attacker this turn. You spent an energy from your hand to do this. Alright, well, Hoopa, you're down. If you had Field Blower, I reckon you would have pulled that in, so... I don't think I need Energy Switches so much anymore. Get rid of you two. Go and get ourselves Silvally. And now we shall Cynthia. Chuck a Jirachi down. And we'll hold for the moment. We shall now just Dark Strike, get rid of this Charizard. Got another Hoopa. That'll be interesting to see who your next attacker is going to be. Interesting that you went and got double Energy Recycler with that Alolan Ninetales. So here comes the Flareon. Interesting that you lilied before you did that. I would have thought you would have done that then lilied. Because surely if you're heat staging that you're going to want plenty of energies in hand. Alright, so what I'm hoping for is if I can get a nice Dark Strike first onto you, then Guzma you up and get another Dark Strike. kind of what we're hoping for. Which means we're just starting to build you up. We can probably Ultra Ball away. You and you for now. Do I want anything? Not right now. We're just doing this so I can get a nice lily pool here. Don't want to chuck the stadium out just yet. I'm fine with the stadium staying where it is. Although... yeah, no, we're fine for the moment. So we're just going to go with... is there any reason why I can't use Dark Strike? Oh, because I did last turn. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot I did that. We'll invade. We'll now retreat back out. And get a nice Dark Strike off on you. Now what just has to happen is you just gonna Guzma up. Who are you gonna bring up? Jirachi. That's not a big deal for me. Because what we now do is continue setting you up. We'll Stellar Wish. We can Escape Board onto this Jirachi. That's not what we really want to do. What we really want to do is Guzma up this Ninetales. And we want to Dark Strike into the Ninetales. We've set up 2 GX Pokemon ready to KO. Alright, and all we want to do here is our Energy attachment. And Devilish Hands. 60 onto you. I mean, we don't need any more, but hey. We will. 2 KOs. 4 prize cards. Ouch. Ouch. Well, that sucks to be you. 1 prize card away from victory. 2 attackers ready to roll. Two attackers ready to roll. Yep, Hoopa has it. Hoopa has it under control. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Good game. Good game. And it is time for me to tell you what I think about this deck. But before we do that, just a reminder that this was a challenge that was handed to me from Anthony Hulford. And if you do have a challenge that you would like to see, just put it in the comments below. So starting with damage here, what do I think about this deck? Well, 160, it's not one-shotting anything, and you really are looking at a 2-shot approach, softening down Pokemon to then use your Devilish Hands ability to get multiple KOs later on. So because it's a 2-shot deck, we're giving it really an 8 out of 10, but only the 8 out of 10 because it has that ability to then get multiple KOs later on with that Devilish Hands GX. So an 8 out of 10 for me. As for the defense, 190 does lift you out of KO range of, you know, some of these decks that are floating around the place and make it awkward to KO, but you are giving up 2 prize cards when it goes down. So the defense, it's okay, but it's not great. We're giving it an 8 out of 10. As for the reliability, this is a little bit tricky. Yes, we can get up and attacking turn 2, but often we are having to attack turn 3 if we can't pull it off. So we've got a lot of moving pieces that we've got to get together, and when it pays off strongly. When it doesn't, it's a little bit awkward. So the reliability here, I'm giving a 7 out of 10. Overall, what do I think? Well, I like this deck, this combination, when it pays off. You can go sniping after GX decks quite nicely, and the Dark Strike is generally enough to power through non-GX decks as well. So overall, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.